All right, we are live. What's up? What's up? What's up? I think I'm gonna wait for a few people to join in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. 7 p.m. Exactly 7 p.m. I had promised to be live with the very first episode of Country's Finest. Country's Finest, ladies and gentlemen. That's what the show is called. Just to give you an idea, so before I have my first guest on my live right now, let me give you a quick idea as to what I wanted to do. The show is called Country's Finest. Of course, it's happening during the lockdown because we human beings are always craving for entertainment. We crave for happiness. We want to be as happy as possible, and we are happy when we see something wonderful in front of us. So, Country's Finest, the show means only one thing: trying and getting as many wonderful artists around our country to come be a part of this wonderful show that we have, where I want to show all of you out there that our country is filled with some wonderful entertainers. So that's what Country's Finest is all about. And as I said, so today is the very first episode of our show, and our guest who's going to be joining us very soon is Deepa Naidu. She is a belly dance instructor and she's also a belly dance performer. She's been doing this for the longest time and she excels at what she does. And the best part is she is from our city. She is from Bangalore. So I thought, why not stop? And also she happens to be a very good friend of mine. Let's see if I have her online. Deepa, if you're online, please send me a request so that I can accept and we can go ahead. As I said, this is the very first episode. Deepa is our very first guest that I'm going to be having on Country's Finest. As I said, she is from Bangalore. She is a belly dance instructor, and I hope all of you out there are doing fine, keeping sane and keeping safe. You know how difficult it is to keep sane at situations like this, because I know we're always used to the freedom that we have. So yeah. All right, Deepa, for Deepa Naidu to joining in. Here we have. Hi, Deepa. By the way, this is our first live, and also I believe that this is Deepa's very first live, so we are trying to give her a little experience as to how she can join in. So bear with us for a minute. I'm adding Deepa in just a minute there. And of course, thank you so much for joining in, guys. And I know I've been posting about this from just a couple of days. So many of you have been messaging. Hi, Deepa.
Hi, Vishwas.
You finally figured out how to join the live, no?
Yeah. I don't know why the video is kind of paused here.
Can you see yourself or can you see me? Can you see me move around? Yeah, you can't see yourself?
My face is just
everybody else is able to see you, so don't worry. Guys, if you can see Deepa, just type it below, just comment it down below. If you can see her move around, that would be great help. And if you're wondering how I know Deepa, is that I think when was the first time that we met? In 2017, right? 2017 is when we first met.
2018.
18? Are you sure? Because I believe the first time that we met is for your show, right?
It was 2017, yes.
17, right? I have a good memory, yeah. So Deepa, so that is when I first met Deepa, when I hosted her annual exhibit, right? That's what it's called. And the name of it, I forgot the name. Arabesque, right?
Arabesque, yeah.
Yeah, I hosted that show.
Our annual show.
And
that's how I met Vishwas.
Correct. So I had the honor of introducing her and a lot more of her students. In fact, I have to say this. This is my secret that was one of my best shows. That because I saw so many amazing performances, man. I also got to meet a lot of celebrities like Deepa herself. So
I think people can see me. That's why they're commenting. Some of us Uh,
I think, guys, do me this favor. If you can see Deepa, just comment down below saying that I can see her. We can see her.
yeah.
Just do me this favor, please. A lot of people are waving. If you could just,
Thank you.
if somebody can please just mention down below if you can see both of us. I can see you at least. I can see you move around. We can see her. One of my friend, MC Varsha. Varsha, thank you so much. She says that she can see both of us. All right. First of all, thank you so much for doing this. Number one, thank you so much for accepting just in one go. I did not have to request you. I just said this is the idea that I have, and you said yes. Thank you for that.
Thank you for having me here on live session. Thank you so
Yeah,
much,
my
Ashley.
pleasure. Yeah, my pleasure. So you, my dear, are one of the country's finest belly dancers I know. So that is why you're here. You're at the premiere of the show, first episode, and I also know, I don't know Deepa just as an artist. She's a very good friend of mine now. I know her enough, that I can call her a friend. So Deepa, let's start. I think a lot of people are willing to know how did this journey of belly dancing start. So I want you to start from the scratch. How did this come into your mind?
I think I got the first picture of belly dance when I saw Shakira's video. That was Hips
Uh-huh.
Don't Lie, Hips Don't Lie, right? And till then,
Okay.
I was not aware of something called as belly dance till then.
Mm-hmm.
And that time I was in engineering engineering, yeah, we were engineering. And then someone from Middle East, there was a teacher here in Bangalore from Middle East, and she put up an ad on newspapers saying that she's going to be giving free demo for belly dance.
Ah.
And I was already a dancer, like I was into Bollywood and I was into contemporary and things like that. So I just went with a full confidence to her class, thinking, I'm going to nail this and everything. And when she started breaking down the belly dance technique, I suffered. Like, I was like, oh my God, it looks easy, but I had a tough time. And then later I was like, okay, I will come back
I mean,
and
being
learn
one
this.
of the audience member, I can see how difficult it can be. Right? It is
But
not
that's
easy
not
for sure.
when the opposite. They say, oh, belly dance looks easy. I don't know. A lot of them have actually said that. So
Right.
it was very challenging when I went for the first class. And then I was like, okay, like I thought, and back then our parents would not encourage us, for expensive. Belly dance classes were expensive back then.
So
Like
what year are we talking about? What year, how many years before was this?
this was in 2010.
All right. Okay. Oh, 10 years
Okay.
exact.
Yeah, exactly.
Great.
2010, and then back then parents would be like, dance is just a hobby. Nobody would want to invest a lot of money for classes. And back then, even now, even back then, belly dance classes are obviously a little expensive on the expensive side. So my dad was like, no, I'm not going to spend so much on a belly dance class. I was like, okay. Then I decided, okay, when I start working and when I start making my own money is when I would actually invest. And that's when I got into a job. I'm actually an engineer. So I used to work in a corporate company. But then I took dance classes just as a getaway from corporate life, just weekend classes.
Right.
Just
Or
have
like
some.
how everybody in corporate crib that we're waiting for the weekend to come, we're waiting for the
Yeah,
weekend to come.
exactly.
Right. Yeah.
I was just waiting for my weekend and I would just go there, just relax, meet new friends, but never really thought that I would take it seriously. And
Right.
then I finished my beginners, then intermediate, then advanced. And then I started competing in these competitions that they used to host. And then I started winning. And that's when I think it kind of hit me
So
that
it happened. All of this happened in Bangalore.
in Bangalore, yes.
In Bangalore, I did not know that belly dancing was a thing back in 2010 at all.
It really wasn't. The hardly any teachers here in Bangalore. And then back then, to say I'm going to belly dance class, I was not very confident to say that. And
Right.
back in 2010, the scene of belly dance was quite different, it was not easily accepted as it is right now.
Right.
To put my first video of belly dance, I thought like 100 times, what would people say? Will I be able to accept the comments? And like any other girl, I also had body image issues, I always was very conscious as a person. So yeah, that's the scene about 2010.
So now that you're talking about it, I'm sorry to interrupt you. I also posted when I posted the poster that Deepa and I are going live. I got a few questions from some of my followers. I think some from your followers as well. I think this is a question that I think came. I saw 3-4 times. I don't remember the names per se, but this was a repetitive question from women. how do we convince our parents to get us to join belly dance classes? So that was the question that they had. So what do you have to say about for parents these days who still think, belly dance is something that, our children should not indulge in, something like that?
I understand where these questions are coming from. In fact, I have few students who used to face problems rather. Some of my students, what they did was they didn't tell their parents that they were learning belly dance. Okay,
Right.
so this is hiding and learning, and they happen to invite them for the annual show or whatever hafla that we organize, or the annual shows that we organize.
Isn't that
And
a
they,
dangerous game to play? Isn't that a
yeah, it is
dangerous
a
game to play?
dangerous game,
Suddenly directly get them onto
but
the live
it's
show.
the perspective of the parents. So when they came down for the show, trust me, it's kind of nervous. I also feel very nervous when parents who didn't know that their kid is coming to the class suddenly comes to an
Right,
annual show, you know.
right,
And
right.
so when they watch through the entire show and what really happens, what we're trying to convey, and how their kid is dancing so confidently on stage, and obviously post the performance, I would always talk about belly dance and their health benefits and
That's nice.
the there's a huge history. It's an ancient dance form actually.
It
It's
is.
not like it's being portrayed.
I think unfortunately it was not as big in India as it is now, right? But now
It
I see
is,
a lot of people doing it and people are
yeah.
passionate about doing it, right? That is what
People
is so wonderful about it.
people are finally accepting it, and they're also respecting it like an art form. It is an art form, in fact, an
Of
ancient,
course.
like literally 6,000 years back, if you trace it back at old.
Right.
I think after parents watching and understanding, it is not what we generally watched on TV or how it's really portrayed by these Hollywood movies or Bollywood movies. I think after that, the next step is the parents are okay about it.
But sometimes movies can stereotype certain things.
Yeah,
It's
that's
okay.
quite.
Yeah, happens.
Everything is so commercialized by Bollywood or Hollywood, in fact.
Right.
But even for that matter, even Bharatanatyam was also conceived something like that, right? Initially,
Right, right.
but
Correct, correct.
all the stereotypes and it went ahead. So I think this is the
Also,
piece of belly dance to do that change.
right. All of your fans or people who are watching us are saying hi. I think it would mean a great thing for you to, just say hi to them.
Hi guys, so sorry, I just been talking. Hi,
I've been getting a lot of
thank you
hearts,
so much.
hearts, and all that. But don't
Vinayak,
worry, we're
hello
gonna.
ma'am. I saw my video. It was fab. Thank you, Vinayak. Thank you so much. I wasn't expecting that it'll go viral. I'm pretty shocked. The kind of messages I've been getting on Instagram.
All right, I see somebody commenting why MC Vishwas and why not McDonald's. By the way, guys, the people who are joining in from Deepa's profile, MC stands for Master of Ceremonies. That is what I do. I am an anchor. I'm a host. I'm a corporate presenter.
Yeah,
I host corporate shows. That is what I do. MC stands for Master of Ceremonies. All right,
I think
moving
this is
forward.
good.
I know. Moving forward, I have a question for you. So you learned belly dancing. Do you remember the very first time that you did a performance on stage? The very first time that you did a belly dance
Yes,
performance on stage?
yes,
Like,
it
how did
was.
you
It
feel?
was.
How difficult was it, or how easy was it? How did you feel?
Like I said, I've always been a dancer, and I've danced on stages before as well, as a kid and as a teenager. Uh, but belly dance, like I said, no, it was not accepted. I was shit scared. I didn't call any of my family members. I only called one of my friend who was a photographer, and
Right.
so that so that was it. And it's very memorable. It's like something that's really close to my heart. My first performance, my first picture of a belly dance costume. So that's it's. I
Absolutely.
think
I
it's
can I can I can feel that.
Mhm.
I can understand that. Okay, so you performed, you won a lot of competitions, like we already know. So when did the journey start as an instructor? When did you think that, okay, I should start teaching people about these techniques? And again, talking before I finish the question, there are a lot of people who have a stigma about belly dancing. So women, so this also is a certain question. I did not, again, these are repetitive questions. I collated something from that. So people said, do we have to have a certain figure to be able to belly dance? I'm a little oversized and stuff like that. So what do you have to say to people like that?
Yeah, I do get asked these questions a lot. Like especially by women, a lot of them say I'm too. I have these weird questions being asked. I have too much of my stomach. Can I dance? I have a flat stomach. I like literally I don't have any stomach. Can I dance? And I'll be like, what? Okay,
Right.
let me tell you guys. There is no shape, no size, not even a gender that's specific for a belly dance.
Oh
You
yeah,
can be
yeah.
of any shape,
Just a
size, gender. Sorry?
Just now, a boy question: can boys learn belly
Yes.
dance too?
I had a privilege to learn from some great masters, and those are guys, okay, and they do such amazing belly dance. I'm just very lucky to have teachers like that. So
That's great.
please, I mean, if a guy is liking, if you want to learn belly dance, please step ahead, go talk to your teacher, or you can come to me, and we can take it forward from there.
And guys, if you want to learn, we are going to give you, of course, we together are going to give you details about when Deepa is going to have a beginners batch very soon. We're going to let you know so that it's fresh for you. We'll tell you that when we end this session almost. Okay, I have a question. So I know for a fact that I've been following you for a long time now. You, went abroad, represented India. So what did that feel like? Tell us a little bit about that.
Okay, so this was in 2018. I wanted to go abroad from a long time. I wanted to learn from some great international teachers. But somehow, because of work, and then I got committed to taking classes, I just couldn't take a long break. And then after that, there is one teacher of mine, Bhagin, and he's from Ukraine. And I was a huge fan of him, and I was like following him on Instagram, and I was like, I have to learn from him. And I kept asking him, where are you teaching? And he travels around the world. And then he happened to say that he's teaching in Lithuania. Okay, and there was a festival, and there was a competition, and so
For
on.
my, just for my knowledge, where is that? Where exactly
It's
is that?
is in Vilnius. It's topmost, northmost of Europe.
Right, right. Okay.
Okay, it's not very known country as per this
Right.
thing. So I just then I spoke to a couple of my friends who stay in Europe, and I said, you know what, I want to come. And trust me, this is my first international trip, and I was going
Right.
all by my own. Somehow made up my mind, went through the whole tedious of visa process. I was not even sure if my visa is going to be approved or not. And at the same time, I was also in the shooting, like Chamak shooting was happening at the same time. So there's so
Oh yeah,
many
we're
things.
going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that next.
Yeah. And then after Chamak, there was actually another movie shooting that was happening. I didn't tell anybody that I'm going to Europe or I've applied for a visa because, you know, I was scared to get jinxed or something.
Right.
So just 2 days before my flight dates, like, you know, I got my visa approved. In 2 days, I just packed and I rushed. So obviously there was competition. I didn't prepare for the competition because I was not sure if I'm going to be even going or not. So I went there, finished the workshops and everything. The last day was the competition. And my teacher was like, you've come all the way from India, you have to compete. I was like,
All
what?
right.
I was like, I'm really not prepared for this. He's like, no, you are doing it. I don't care. And I just had like half a day to prepare. So I already had a choreography. Like I just brushed up and I went on stage. And trust me, Europeans are so well versed with their techniques in belly dance. Like
All right.
we're still catching up as Indians, but they're really, really amazing. And to compete with them was very challenging. I was so surprised. I got second place in drum solo category. That was my first international
Guys,
competition.
feel free to post emoji, and it's a wonderful thing. Number one, because you took the decision to follow your passion, even though you had to work and pay to learn, and
Yeah.
the same passion became the reason for your first abroad trip. Number one, that's a wonderful thing altogether. And going and learning from someone that you idolize, I know how it feels. So I can relate to how you feel. And number one, winning, coming second place is, so congratulations to you. Congratulations to
It
you.
was definitely a dream. I mean, I didn't expect it, frankly. I wasn't expecting any of this. Nothing was
Right.
planned. And same thing happened the same here when I went to Barcelona. Uh, Again, I had not prepared because my visa dates were really late. So when I got to know that there's something called as competition over there, I started practicing as I was traveling. So I think I visited around 9 countries when I was there.
Right.
So as I was traveling, I used to listen to the song and just prepare in my mind and no mirror, nothing to practice. And then somehow landed up in Barcelona and I got first place there in fusion category.
That's
Um,
amazing. Yeah, that's amazing. Congratulations. I mean, I saw that. I still remember this because I know you've posted about this and I know this. And a lot of people who might be watching might not know, but however, congratulations, man. So happy for you.
Thank you.
Okay, now moving forward. So okay, now let's address the elephant in the room, not me. I mean Corona. Corona is what we know. Everybody is in home. They can't do anything about it. It makes me wonder that we took freedom in such a very easy way that, now that we don't have freedom, we're struggling to sit inside the house. Like, are you feeling the same? So many people are like, I can't sit down, sit in the house, and I know I've lived all my life outside. I need to party every Saturday and Sunday. So, what's happening with you? How are you coping up?
Uh, so I'm actually taking online classes. I was really
Yes.
missing my classes, yeah. But I've been taking online classes past 2 years. I have few students abroad, so
Oh,
that was not new concept for me. So when this whole lockdown got announced, and I asked my students that, is it okay if I shift the physical class to online class?
right.
Most of them agreed. So I've been killing time with that, and of course I am learning from my teachers abroad through online class. So now I've got more time to spend on my self training as well right now. And
No, that's amazing. That's amazing. See, thing is, with the little resource that we have right now, number one, with the little
exactly.
internet and a few applications, thanks to the few people who've made it, and that's amazing. So, if I may ask, on a round figure, how many students do you have right now?
I think easily about 45, 50.
50 students. That's great. Now let's talk about that. A lot of people, were asking questions as to how they can reach out to you or what they should do to be able to learn from you. So that was one question. And you told me about the beginners batch that you're starting very soon.
Yeah. So I'm starting a new batch now because a lot of people were asking that they want a new batch for online as an online class. I'll be starting it tomorrow. That is Saturday, Sunday. They'll
All
be
right.
from 4 to 5 p.m. So this is a completely a new set of course as beginners.
Right.
Okay,
Okay.
so anybody who has no experience with dancing or completely new to belly dance can DM me. They can reach
All
me
right.
out on Instagram, or I have my business number put up in most of the posters. You can reach me out on WhatsApp as well.
Great. So, guys, if you're looking for answer to that question, go to her profile. You will definitely find all the information there. Again, men and women both can be part of it.
Yes.
Can be a part of it, right?
And it's at the comfort in your house, and I think
Okay.
it's a great way to kill lockdown time.
This is a special one because my father has asked this question. All right. Who motivated you to pursue this passion, and who do you consider as your strength? KVR Swami, that's my father.
Oh, hello, namaste,
He's
uncle.
being he's being a supportive father. So thank you, Dad.
So sweet.
Yeah.
Like I said, it was Shakira who I got totally inspired by,
All right. You
and I
mentioned.
really want to move like her. What was the next question? I'm sorry, I got lost.
Who do you consider as your strength in your life right now? Who do you turn to?
Definitely my parents and my sisters,
Right.
my family.
Right.
Yeah.
Family. I
I'm
know
very
that.
much blessed to have parents like mine because they've never ever said like no. They're always like, okay, go explore. You want to go travel alone, go travel alone. You want to do belly dance, do belly dance.
That's so
They're
amazing. That is so
very supportive.
amazing.
Yes.
That's great. Okay, so I'm going to ask you a few questions that I think you might have not answered. These questions came online. A lot of people were interested to know if you are single. I think close to 67 people asked that question. Right?
Oh,
Hi, are you single? Are you single? How can I get in touch with you? So please address that question, please.
I mean, if they have gone through my profile, they'll know the answer by now. I am not single, guys. I'm sorry.
Right. I made a mistake when I introduced. Okay, by the way, she is still Miss Deepa Naidu, but I can say going to be Mrs. very soon.
Hopefully, let's get done with this whole coronavirus thing.
Great, great. Gives us more time to explore. Great. Now another question. Okay, there's a compliment for you. They say you look very very beautiful. I'm sure you want to thank them. There was a question which said, "Do you teach in other cities?" I think because of the online classes answered that question.
Yeah, because since
And
it's online, guys, I think, like I said, I'm teaching students who also stay in US. So if it's another city,
that's
it
amazing.
doesn't make much
That
difference.
is amazing. That is amazing. All right. So now, okay, So now that we've spoken so much, let's have some fun. All right. So we'll play
Yeah.
a small game. We'll play a small game. The game is called This or That. All right.
Okay.
Game is called This or That. So I'm gonna give you two options. So you have to choose one as to which do you favor more or which do you like better.
Okay.
Right? Simple. This is the most stereotypical question everybody's asked, and I think I know your answer to this. So this or that first question: are you a cat person or you're a dog person?
Such
You gotta be quick. You gotta be quick. Come on, come on, come on, come on. You
I
gotta
think
be quick.
I'm actually deep down, I'm a cat person. I love dogs, but deep down I'm a cat person.
But you have both a cat and a
I
dog,
have
right?
both. Yes, I have both.
Yes. I'm so thankful that the dog is not seeing right now. Dog, what's his name? What's his or her name?
Lucy. His name,
Lucy.
Lucy.
We all love you. Don't worry. All right. Coffee. Do you like coffee generally? Coffee or tea?
Yeah,
Coffee, hot or
I do.
cold?
Sorry?
Hot or cold? Hot or cold?
I like cold coffee.
All right. So Chamak, right? So Chamak happened. You were a part of this amazing, amazing movie. How was that? How was that experience?
The-
Okay,
It was
I'll give
good.
you a challenger. I'll give you a challenger. If you have to define the entire experience in one word, what is that one word going to be?
Weird.
Yeah. Okay. Why is that? Please.
Okay, because I've never faced camera before. So they took me to this movie saying that it's only one scene and I don't have to do anything. I just have to stand for a scene. That's all. And I was
Okay.
like, after a lot of coaxing, and they were like, I was like, okay. And then as soon as I entered, they gave me a script and they were like, there's going to be a screen test. I was like, what? I was like,
Okay.
nobody told me this. I was not prepared. If somebody told me this, I wouldn't have gone to that movie. Okay. So I was like, okay. I anyways did that. And then I got selected and they said, there's only one scene. I said, okay, one scene, only, done. And then after end of the scene, they're like, actually, you have more scenes. Please come the next time also. And
Okay.
I don't know, the whole shooting place, I feel a little off. I feel a little uncomfortable. I don't know why, because you don't know anybody.
Right.
But Rashmika was very sweet. I mean, though she's an actress and she could just throw attitude, but she did. She was very sweet. She was all hi and all.
I
She's very,
know. I know. I've met her once, fortunately, in one of my shows. Very sweet.
very sweet, very, very sweet. And so I think
Okay.
because of her, I was a little comfortable around the set because otherwise it's complete strangers around. And I'm a
Why I
person,
asked?
I'm sort of an introvert sometimes.
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
Guys, Deepa was saying that she was quite nervous about this session. Isn't she
Yeah.
doing good? So please mention the same on the comments, please. All right. So why I asked you about Chamak is my next question about this or that is you have to say, acting or dancing?
Anytime dancing.
Dancing. All right, great. You're a typical, South Indian. I'm a South Indian as well. So idli or dosa?
Dosa.
Dosa, great. Okay, Netflix or Prime? Do you watch either?
Sorry, what?
Netflix or Amazon Prime? Do you watch any of these? Like, which one do you prefer? Netflix. Which is your favorite show right now?
Friends.
Okay, that's great. Okay, this or that. Continuing. Ganesh, the actor Ganesh, or Vijay Devarkonda?
Of course, Vijay Devakonda.
Okay, I know you're a very big fan of his.
Yeah.
That's great. Okay, Insta story or an Insta post? What do what do you like doing better?
I think Insta story.
Stories, right? It's more fun. All right. Okay, next question. Okay, next we'll move on to the next activity altogether. Okay, it's a very fun activity. I'm going to give you. It's called three clues. Okay, I'm going to give you three clues. For example, three words. That three words can be name of actors, name of characters in the movie or a web series or anything. But these three words can relate to a movie or a web series or a TV series or whatever. Okay, for example, Salman Khan, wrestling, Anushka.
I know
This
which
is an
movie.
example. The movie is Sultan. The movie is
Yeah.
Sultan. Okay, so this is correct. So this is
Okay,
an
this.
example.
Acha, okay.
This is just an example. So I'm gonna like that. I'm gonna give you three words, and you gonna tell me which is that movie that I'm talking about. As I said, I can take the real name of the actors or the character names as well. But if I'm taking the character names, which means it's very, very famous, so that's why you should know it. Great. So now the first one is Rakshit Shetty, Hostel, Yellow Car.
Kirik Party.
Kirik Party, great. And for the people who are watching, guys, if you know the answers to this, please type it down below. You can help her as well if she gets got it right.
Wait, Krishnas, I just want to read these comments. Yeah, I didn't read anybody like. Oh my god, I've just been like only we've been like chatting. Can we help Deepa? Yes, Snigdha, you can help definitely.
Absolutely. You can help Deepa. The last 5 minutes of the session is dedicated to just reading the comments. Don't worry. Okay?
Okay.
Now, next question. Sudeep, Woot, elimination. I repeat.
Sultan, no, Pailwan.
Sudeep, it doesn't have to be just movies. It can be reality shows, TV series, everything.
Okay,
Sudeep,
okay.
Booth, Elimination.
Big Boss.
Guys, if you know, Big Boss, correct, very simple, Big Boss. Great. All right, the next one is this one. I think it's a little difficult, maybe. Travel, Senorita, and scuba diving.
जिंदगी ना मिलेगी दोबारा.
Nice, yeah, you got it. Nice, nice, nice. All right, next one, Maddie, Saif, vegetarian. I
What?
repeat,
Maggie?
Maddie, Saif Ali Khan, vegetarian. Which movie could this be? You have only 10 seconds, by the way. 10 seconds from now. Guys, if you know the answer, just type. I repeat, it is Maddie, Saif Ali Khan, and vegetarian. You have 10 seconds from now. I can see the answer.
रहना है तेरे दिल में.
You've not watched it?
I watched
You've not
it,
watched
but
it?
oh yeah,
So
yeah.
Maddie is Madhavan, so he's a vegetarian and Saif Ali Khan is in the movie. Great. All right. I think this one is a little easy. Ranveer Singh, Deepika Padukone, Priyanka Chopra.
I'm so bad in remembering names. I know
That is why people are here to help you. Come on, ask them for help. They'll help you. Guys, I repeat, it's Ranveer, Deepika, and Priyanka. These are
Padmavati.
the actors.
Padmavati?
Padmavati.
No, the
Padmavat,
other
you
one.
mean? Padmavat, no. Okay, 5 more seconds. Come on. Ranveer, Deepika, Priyanka. 5,
shit.
4,
Ramleela.
3,
One
2,
more. Actually,
and 1. Time's up. Time's up. Okay. By the way, there are two answers to this. Ramleela, if you consider she came only in a song, Priyanka came in a song,
Yeah,
but it's
right,
actually
right.
Bajirao Mastani.
Yes, Bajirao Mastani.
Bajirao Mastani.
Like,
Great.
with this scene, I can like picture
I
it,
know,
but
I know.
like,
I know. Okay, last one. Deepa, Kushi, Kush. Very easy.
Amag.
Deep. I know, right? Great, awesome. All right. So now this is the last segment. Okay, last segment. We have another 8-10 minutes on the live that is pending to us because you chose dosa, and considering how lockdown has is keeping us home and how we are craving for food outside, I am going to show you a few pictures of a few very famous dosa places in Bangalore.
Okay.
I'm going to show you a slide in which there will be a picture of the outside of the hotel or whatever that place is, and also I'm going to show you how they plate their dish. So you have to take a guess as to which that is. All right, here you go. I'm going to turn the camera around. All right, that's just a poster of my show, and this is the first one. This is the hotel, and this is how they plate it. Tell me where. Are you sure? People are here to help you, guys. If you know this place, help her. So this is how the hotel looks, and this is how their plating looks. It's very, very simple. You think it's Vidyarthi Bhavan?
MTR. Oh yeah, MTR.
Pooja HJ got it right. Pooja got it right. MTR is the right answer, which is near Urvashi. If you're wondering, guys, go check it out. It's a wonderful place. All right, next one. Now, this is how the hotel looks, and this is how the plating looks. And this is the simplest one.
Pratibha, not Vidya, but say I told the same thing. It's MTR.
No, this one is different.
Wait. This one.
This
This
is
is
the second one. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Great. Vidyarthi Bhavan is the right answer, and that is in Gandhi Bazaar, of course. All right, last one. This is the last one.
CTR. My favorite
Are you
place.
sure? Are you
Yeah,
sure?
100%.
Are you sure? Great. The correct answer is CTR. Amazing. Congratulations to you. You got most of them right. All right. So I think we have just 5 minutes left to finish this live. Guys, if you have any questions for Deepa, feel free.
Why can't you stop blushing in your live feed? Why is that? I don't know. As soon as I face camera, people think I'm shy or I'm blushing. I'm not blushing, guys. Just smiling.
How did I not notice that? Who noticed that you're blushing? Sorry,
My
blushing.
friend Faisal.
That's great. Am I blushing as well? Unfortunately not.
Okay,
Guys, come on, if you have any.
I just want to answer a few questions that people have posted. I think they have questions for you as well.
Me?
Yeah.
Feel free, guys. If you have any questions, feel free to post it right now. We are right here for the next 5 minutes. We're gonna be answering all of your questions.
Okay. One second.
DJ Tyrant says, "Who is this beautiful girl?" This beautiful girl, my dear friend, is Deepa Naidu. She happens to be one of the best belly dancers in our country.
Not best.
Hey, at least I mean, I've seen amongst what I have seen, and I've had the pleasure of introducing your act. So it's a special episode for me as well.
Somebody is like, how did your parents react when they got to know your belly dancing? My mom was really cool. And she said,
Okay.
if you're liking it, go ahead and do it. My dad was a little stunned. He said, what are you doing? What dance is this? He kind of freaked out.
Okay.
But then again, I invited him for my first annual show. And then
Right.
I think after that, things changed. Changed.
I know,
And
right? I mean, sometimes they're skeptical.
it's about how you really portray it, and sometimes they
Correct.
need a little nudge and a little different view.
Correct.
You never posted the video of your hair care, Deepa. We are waiting. Okay, guys, I'll tell you frankly, okay? I really don't have any hair care hacks or anything. I think it's 90% is genes. My mom had great hair. My granny had great hair. My sisters have great hair. So I'm just blessed. But yeah, there are a few things that I do just to maintain because of the kind of pollution, the lifestyle that we live in. And I will post them soon. Sorry for the
Right. You should be posting hair care for us guys also. Look at my hair. Look at how it's happened. So many people say it's like a crown on your head.
You have nice hair.
Any questions, guys? Guys, feel free. Come on.
I think, can you scroll up?
I think you
I'm
can
having
scroll
some
up.
problems scrolling them up. Yeah.
Okay, hello, ma'am. I saw your Makna video. It was fab.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Okay, how
I'll
to
try to
learn
make
belly
this
dance?
video.
How to learn belly dance? I think, guys, she answered your question. Reach out to her, DM her. You'll get all the details that you need to be able to learn. And any other questions that I see? Which
Please don't
question?
shy out. Please don't be like, I've never danced, or I don't think I'll be able to dance. I think until you try it out and see for yourself, you will never know. Like when
MC
I started
Sarita
belly
says
dancing,
hi.
I was overweight, guys. I was overweight. Like I can't tell you how I looked. I was really overweight, but
It's also
I never told
a
that to
form of
myself.
exercise, right?
Like, sorry.
It's also a great form of exercise.
It really tones you up, and more than the external, I feel so confident and I'm so comfortable with my own skin right now, and that's what I keep telling my girls as well. We should stop being obsessed with the way we look and the way we are. We're always like, my hands are fat, my thighs are fat. We're always complaining, always complaining. I think.
Right. That's unfortunately a human nature. We will come over that. MC Sarita says hi, Deepa. Hi, Sarita. I
Hi.
wish you would have said hi to me as well. I'm here as well. But okay, thank you. Anyhow, Rachna Gangadkar says hi. Hi, Rachna. Rachna also is an influencer. She also, shout out to her, she also does belly dancing. You should go check her out. She also does pretty
Hi.
good belly
Yes.
dancing. Who motivated you? Okay, this question is done. Can we expect anything live? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Can we expect anything live? So, guys, I'm going to give you 2 minutes of time, guys. If you have any questions, ask away right now. She's going to answer it. And Deepa's promised a little bit of a live performance as well, right? Yeah. So if you have any questions, please shoot out. She's right here to answer it.
Hi, Bharat. Namaste. He's a yoga instructor. Namaste.
Oh, really? Okay, great. Also, I'm sure he's in demand right now. Everybody wants to do yoga now, suddenly.
Yeah. I think that's the only way I'm trying to be a little fit doing yoga.
So you're doing yoga every day?
I was doing yoga. I have been doing yoga since I was in college, and somewhere in between I stopped, and then again now I'm back to yoga.
Yeah, so many people are, I've been seeing so many people saying that because of the lockdown, we're overeating, and I'm not in the mood to work out and all that. What do you have to say to people of that?
So what I generally do is I kind of trick my mind. I'll be like, just 2 minutes, I'm just gonna stretch. Anything for dancing or exercise. I'll just say, let me just stretch. And trust me, once you start stretching, you get into that mindset to do a little bit more.
Right.
Or there's some great apps. If you feel like you can't motivate yourself, you have a lot of YouTube videos and a lot of apps. There's so many instructors who are teaching on Instagram. So just catch hold on one of those lives and get.
That's amazing. Okay. Hi, Priyanka. Okay, somebody asked a question. Any plan to Southeast Asia?
For what? To travel?
To travel? I don't know. That's the question. Maybe to travel or to explore the place. One of the
Yeah.
biggest challenges for women today is to choose a path that is not a part of the conventional career path. What would be your advice to them?
I didn't get the question.
Okay, they say women are most of the time, forced to choose a conventional career path, maybe go to office, become an engineer or a doctor. So he says, what would you advise be to the younger generation? Any key things that, they can remember so they can decide to choose
They're
their
being
passion as a career
forced,
as well?
saying they're being forced to get into a conventional profession.
Ideally, what happens at home, that as soon as a child is born, they know, no?
Yeah,
South
yeah,
Indian
yeah.
parents are like, this will become an engineer only.
Okay, like see, one advice if you trying to do a career switch, like please remember this: have some backup savings or something like that before you do a career switch or you want to do something crazy. Because when, like I said, I was working in a corporate company for 2 years and I did a good amount of saving, and only after that I gave my dad a shock saying that I'm going to quit my job and I'm going to start dancing. But I was still, I had enough needs to sustain. So if you're doing any sort of career change, like let it be dance or you want to be a DJ, vagera, vagera, have a good plan. Also have something called as plan B, because
Right.
come on, this is not a movie. If you feel like this is not working, always have something to switch over. And, in a generation like this, you should be able to be depend on yourself. I mean,
And guys, FYI, plan B is not your parents, huh? So
yeah,
just remember that.
it's not for parents, guys, yes.
Correct. All right. So last question I'm going to take before we have Deepa dancing, having a live performance. Udayana Gupta. Hi, Udayana. Thank you so much for joining in. She's a friend of mine. How much minimum time does it take to learn belly dancing?
Udaina, I think it completely depends on person to person. But then I feel like if you're learning some other dance form or you're completely new to beginners, at least it would take minimum of 4 to 6 months to completely switch over to a different dance style or to get familiar with the dance style. But after that, it's like there is an intermediate level and there's advanced level and there's much more. After I always thought after hitting advanced, I was like, oh, I've learned everything by dance, but it's more and more. You keep digging in, and this it's
As they say,
knowledge.
learning is a lifelong process. You never
Yes,
become an expert at
life
anything.
process. So I cannot really put a timeline to it. So yeah, but yeah,
Great.
if you want basics, then it's 4 to 6 months. Yeah.
Great, amazing. So now that was the last question. Deepak, I think I cannot make sure, and I have to do this as soon as possible because my audience will kill me because I promised them a live performance. So let's get to that part,
I love you too.
please.
Thank you. Oh, should I have so many messages? Good to see you, Deepa. Thank you. Only okay. Well, okay, yeah, that was Vishwanath's question. Okay.
That
Hey,
was
so
yes.
I saw your class. My schoolmates are here. So good to see. Yeah, sorry, you're saying something. Where are you planning to travel next? I'm planning Vietnam, Bali, but let's see. I
I don't
don't
think
think
it's
anything
possible
can
this
happen
year.
this.
Yeah, it's not possible this year, unfortunately.
Yeah,
You know, because I mean, doing what we do, sometimes we get to travel because of our work as well. But
I
unfortunately,
know.
this year, guys, none of the artists, might not get the chance to travel abroad because most of the incentive events are getting cancelled because of the outbreak of the virus. And I'm sure, it's a good thing for us to stay home and stay as far as possible from those things.
Hair, that's haircut. I think I have to
Make a video about that, please.
make a video of haircut.
Yes, please. Now everybody's already made out that you have wonderful hair from just looking at this small box on live.
Thank you, Dr. Rai. Thank you.
You're a wonderful dancer. Someone says you're a wonderful dancer. Carry on, which means they're. Hello. Guys, I'm going to give you last 2 minutes of time. If you have any questions, come on, ask her.
Somebody said they'll kill me. Why?
Why? Who's killing you?
I don't know, glamour face or something. Yes, they would kill you. I have no idea. Hope to see your
No,
performance in Singapore or Malaysia. Oh, Astrid. Okay. Yeah, hopefully, if somebody invites me or, I have a host. Arpita Gowda, haircare tips, please. Done.
if you want to watch Deepa, live, of course. You can DM her, invite her for an event that you might be doing in the future. I'm
Yeah.
sure she would love to be a part of that. And you can have me host that event, by the way.
Huh?
I said they can have me host that event, so
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
available too.
Like last year, I got hosted in Barcelona. So if you want to host me like that, I can down it.
Okay, Pooja says, kill Vishwas for not starting with the performance yet. Okay. So that's why they want to kill. That's why they want to kill me.
Okay. Okay, so I don't
Great.
even know how I'm looking. I don't even know how I'm going to set up the camera, guys, because I cannot see myself.
You can't? Maybe try
No,
and.
my face is just stuck to that. My eyes are closed and it's just there.
Oh, it is still like that? It's not working?
Hi, Roman. No, it's not.
Damn.
Thank you, Ashwin. Thank you. Ashwini, thank you. I'm so sorry. Thank you, Ashwini. So
All
I
right.
actually can't see myself. Like I'm literally talking just with my frozen face on the screen.
Great. So, because unfortunately you will not be able to figure out if you're fitting into the frame for the performance. So, do you want to do it?
Yeah. Just let me know. Like you guys have to comment below if I'm fitting or not fitting.
I'll tell you. I'm here.
Yeah,
No worries.
hi, Roman. Hi. Yeah, once.
So, guys, the time is here that Deepa Naidu is going to be performing live for us. In the meanwhile, if you still have any questions, feel free to put it on the comments section before. Shan, Vishwas Bhai was very nervous before this live to question such a pretty girl. I sure was. I was not nervous. I was very excited to talk to her and ask questions on behalf of you guys. And in fact, as I said, this is just the first episode. So this is going to be airing. This Country's Finest, the show that I started today, is going to be airing on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 7 p.m. exact. We're going to have wonderful artists like Deepa herself. I'm going to be motivating them to talk about their journey and also, of course, give you an idea about how you can do it for yourself. A little back. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ.
That was fun.
I can see half of your face. I can see half of your face and just a little bit is what is required.
Now?
I can still see half of your face. Camera ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ. Now it's good. Now it's good. Step back. Great. Best frame. All right, guys. So here you go, presenting to you Deepa Naidu live right here at Country's Finest.
So Makhna, so I'll be doing that. Please say yes, Makhna. Yes, it is Makhna. Pooja.
It is Makhana. Great. I am very excited to watch her live, though I have seen her perform multiple times.
Yeah.
Still a wonderful treat to watch her live.
I am
You're nervous? Come on, yeah?
ये भी न जाने वो भी न जाने आलों के रंग न जाने मिला जो संग तेरा उड़ा पतंग मेरा हवा में होके मलंग जग की कोई रीत न जाने ना तो बस ते कोई दीवाने मिला जो संग तेरा उड़ा पतंग मेरा हवा में होके मलंग छुड़ाई दरबार मेरा मखना वे मखना तू ही है संसार मेरा मखना वे मखना ये पागल सा है प्यार मेरा मखना वे मखना छुड़ाई दरबार मेरा मखना छुड़ाई दरबार मेरा
All right. Amazing. Thank you so much. Guys, I think you can please send her some emojis, guys. She's done amazing job because I know how difficult it is to perform in this small setting, but thank you so much for doing that.
Space control.
I know, but thank you so much for doing that. All right, guys, if you have any questions, any further more questions for her, you can feel free to DM her. She's a very accessible person. She's a very accessible person. She responds very quickly. So please DM her if you have any kind of questions. So Deepa, this brings us to the end of the first episode of Country's Finest. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you,
And
Vishwas, for having me.
I have to say, I'll tell you this. Why is this special? Why is this special? Because this is the first time I'm also coming live on Instagram, and I think this is also the first time you're coming live on Instagram, right?
Like this, yes. I've come live like when I was traveling,
Right.
but
Great.
not like question and answer thing.
Great.
And my daughter, yes. How old is she? Thank you, guys. Thank you, Pooja. Thank you, Girija. Thank you, Udaina.
Thank you, Kaushik, Mr. Kaushik J. Kumar. He's the guy who plays guitar in all my songs.
Oh, nice. Hey, Jayesh. Hi. Sahana, Sandy. Hi. I'm so sorry. I'm not able to reply everybody. It's like,
I know too many people to talk to. Is it possible for men to learn belly dance? Yes.
yes, very much.
I wish I can motivate them to do so, but there will come a time. There will come a time where I will go learn from Deepa Naidu herself.
This way you can motivate men.
I know. All right. So I think, okay, I extended the time that I actually had thought. It's 51 minutes that we've been live now. Thank you so much. So I'm going to cut this right here because I think, you have to do. People want to see you more. And as I said, guys, if you want to see more of her performances, you want to know more about her, go to her Instagram page. It's available. Please, what is it called? If you could give us the name.
It's at Deepa, DEEPA_NAIDU. Naidu, Deepa Naidu.
Very simple. At Deepa_Naidu. That's her Instagram handle. You can hit there. And if you want to know something about me, mine is, of course, MC Vishwas. So please feel free to join us. And thank you so much for everybody who joined in and asked your questions and gave her so many compliments. And they still have a ton of questions which they will reach out to you. Deepa, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being the first ever artist on Country's Finest. It is over. Don't worry. Thank you so much. Have a good night. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. All right, guys, that was the first episode. We're going to be coming up with the second episode on the Monday. Thank you so much for joining us here. And it was a pleasure to be able to, be a part of this first episode. I was so very excited. Thank you so much. And all my friends who supported me for this. Thank you so much.